occupy the places where usually the visitors would stand with sculptures. We have actually the smallest entrance space with the most works in it, and because I think that spaces that are kind of smaller, side spaces, not the main spaces, are very well, or kind of feel it's comfortable, right, to be in them. So I actually would fill the whole space with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces actually, and we have the center one, the table-like sculpture with a lipstick building, and then we have the figure-like sculptures called Ciumi alumni that are standing as almost as our visitors already, leaning against the walls, being in the corners, walking already to the office, something like this.
Basically, I see it as a 3-element or 3-folded phenomena, and I will tell you why. Because it's, for me, it's a sculpture, because there is always kind of anthropomorphic or kind of nature-related shape. This is something very sculptural, and then there are elements that are really more object-based. So it's a combination for me of sculptures, something related to the nature or to the human, and then there is a third thing, which is a kind of practical element. No, it's a table or it's a seat. So there are the three elements all in the same time, and that's what I like somehow. That it's kind of ironic juxtaposition of the 3 elements, also serious, but also sometimes ironic.
What is definitely the combination of these figurative elements and more abstract geometric forms of it. So the referential point is very often the architecture. When we see this table thing, it's a shape of a squeezed column. It looks, but it almost looks like a pineapple or a weird ornament, but it again has a bigger belly with a hole in the middle, and then we have a lipstick next to it that could be something very phallic. So it's kind of moving in between. And these geometrical parts are, yes, they are very two-dimensional as well. Most of the works that we see here are built up out of boards, like overlapping or building corners, edges as interlocked fingers, but it's not like working with the volume itself, but it's very flat, the whole thing. The humor, it's maybe also difficult to talk about it always, because it's just like explaining jokes, but it's definitely breaking a little bit this what is meaningful, what can you perceive as an important thing if it's told in which way can we communicate to transport meanings actually. If we read it in the sculptural way, it's definitely my dealing with the separation of the pedestal and the object itself, on the thing itself that is on it. Read this as a figure, they have also my height. Then it's not the heaviest part, the concrete, it's not on the floor, which should make it stable, but it's actually the middle part, it's the hip.
The special thing is based on the kind of feminization, we can say, or kind of takeover of this Le Corbusier principle of modular. We kind of accommodate this system to your size, to your body, to your sculptures, and then this is a result of the projection actually of the modular on this very specific object. And it also resonates with the title of the exhibition. And the drawing that you made explains this principle.
I was thinking about these fissures as cracks in a building, maybe also kind of a mistakes in it, and drilling into something and deconstructing it, etc. And also of this environmental thing. Okay, you have a a shape, a building, a case where you can, how do we live in this? How do we live and how do we perceive these spaces that are built for us? Or is it a public space and a private space? So this comparison.
We kind of accommodate this theme, the topic of the building, because you work a lot with architecture, and there is this concept of a building that is kind of in between, or kind of first thing that actually a human being encounters while it's born, and it's born in a kind of, in a form, in a shape of something. Of course, it's born from the mother's belly, and then there is external world, but first thing that kind of encapsulates a human being is actually a building, an architecture. So we were relating also to this architecture, or to this building in the title as the first form that the human small being encounters as meeting the external world.